There's this really profound, almost universal feeling, isn't there?
Mm.
This need to honor and remember the incredible people we've lost. Grief is, well, it's intensely personal, of course, but that deep desire, that need to keep a loved one's memory alive, that's something so many of us share. So today, on the deep dive, we're going to take a thoughtful look at this. We're exploring ways to create lasting memorials, ways that feel right. We've been looking through some really helpful guides, some great resources full of ideas, and our goal here is to unpack those, find the practical, heartfelt suggestions that can genuinely make a difference, in how we remember, how we heal.
Exactly. And the aim for us today is really to pull out the key insights from all these suggestions. We want to help you understand not just what these ideas are, but also the sort of why behind them, what makes them meaningful, and crucially, how you can adapt to them, because it needs to fit you, your needs, your loved one. It's all about finding ways to reflect, connect, and, well, keep that remembrance going as an evolving connection.
Okay, so let's dive right in. In today's world, everything's so connected. So one of the first things that often comes up is creating an online memorial or maybe a tribute page. It makes sense, right? It gathers everything in one place, easy to share.
It really does. And I think the real power there and the thing that makes it different is it fosters a kind of living legacy. It's not just static, like a plaque. It becomes this dynamic space. People share stories, memories, and the narrative of that person's life keeps sort of unfolding. It creates this ongoing connection no matter where people are, like a virtual hug almost.
That's a really nice way to think about it. A virtual hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we found there are quite a few services out there. Some are more straightforward, maybe like Everloved, Gathering is Forever Missed. They handle things like event details, obituaries, virtual guest books, basic tools, but useful.
Yes, those cover the essentials well, but then you have options that offer a more, shall we say, comprehensive experience. Platforms that really centralize everything. They can help you gather all those cherished photos, create a private tribute page, maybe even put together a professionally edited life in review video. These often have smarter ways to organize things too, like tags or specific sections for digital keepsakes, and definitely a memories wall, that's usually key, where people can easily drop messages, stories, and it all needs to work well on your phone, of course.
Right. Mobile friendly is a must now.
Okay.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit, moving from digital to something, well, very real and organic, planting a tree or creating a garden in their name. This feels so profound. A living memorial. The symbolism of life going on is obvious, but it feels like more than just symbolism.
Oh, it absolutely is. I mean, yes, the symbolism is powerful, life continuing, but actually doing it, planting something, tending to it, that's a really therapeutic act in itself. It gives you this tangible project,
Yeah.
a focus for care. It kind of mirrors tending to your own grief, maybe, and shifts focus from loss to what can still grow. Plus, you can choose plants that mean something, like rosemary for remembrance, or maybe cherry blossoms if they love those,
Yeah.
representing, that fleeting beauty idea adds another personal layer.
That's lovely. And we did see that some organizations like the Arbor Day Foundation, they let you dedicate trees in national forests.
Yeah.
And they often send a nice certificate, a card to the family, which is a thoughtful way to connect their memory to the wider natural world.
A very gentle gesture.
Okay, let's talk about words. Writing and reading a tribute letter. This seems so personal, maybe quite intense, but a really direct way to process feelings and think about what someone meant. What's your take on this one?
I think this can be incredibly powerful, almost like a release valve,
Yeah.
Getting those thoughts and feelings out onto paper or spoken aloud. It forces you to, well, not forces, but encourages you to create that space to really process the grief. And what's interesting is how versatile it is. You could read it at a service, sure, or frame it, put it in a scrapbook, upload it to one of those online tributes we talked about. And for some people, recording themselves reading it, maybe as a video or just audio, becomes this really lasting keepsake, sharing their heart.
And technology helps here too, right? A lot of the online tribute platforms are built for this kind of thing now. You can upload a PDF of the letter or maybe record the audio straight in or upload a file you already made. It makes it part of that richer multimedia memory place.
Exactly. It makes it accessible for generations, potentially.
Okay, moving on from purely personal acts. There's a way to kind of channel that sadness into something outwards, donating to a cause they really believed in, turning grief into purpose, I suppose.
Yeah, and this gives their values, their passions, a kind of new life, doesn't it? If they were really passionate about something, could be anything. A local animal shelter, maybe an arts program, a big environmental charity supporting that cause in their name. It means their spirit, their convictions, they keep making a difference. It extends their impact.
That makes a lot of sense. And finding the right place is easier now, too. We saw things like Charity Navigator, which helps you check out organizations, make sure they're reputable, or even platforms like GoFundMe Memorials, where you can set up a specific campaign just for them.
Right. And linking that cause to an online memorial page is a smart idea. Makes it super easy for guests, friends, family to contribute if they want to. Joins it all up.
Okay, let's shift again. Thinking about gathering together, hosting a memory gathering. This feels like moving beyond maybe the very traditional funeral format, celebrating a life.
Yes, and it raises that key question. How do we gather meaningfully after a loss? I think the core of these gatherings is the shared stories. Just creating that space could be really casual, like a potluck, or more structured where people can come together, share anecdotes, laugh, cry maybe, find comfort in that shared remembrance. You could have a meal, play their favorite songs, maybe put up a big board with
At a
photos.
memory station.
Exactly, a memory station where people can jot down a thought or a quick story. It builds that sense of community, shared healing.
And a neat little tech tie-in here. Using a QR code at the gathering.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, linking directly to that online memorial page. So guests can easily add photos or memories later, maybe things they thought of after the event. Keeps that flow going.
That's clever. Yeah, lots of the online services make that easy now, generating share links and QR codes you can just print.
Right, okay, something more tangible again. Curating a photo book or maybe a keepsake box.
Yeah.
Collecting those physical items that just feel important.
These things become anchors, don't they? Physical anchors to moments, to memories. They connect us in a really direct, tactile way. You could fill a photo book, arrange it just so, tell a visual story. Or a box, maybe with letters, little trinkets, recipe cards, things that instantly bring back a specific time or feeling. It's a very personal curation, building a little archive of their life.
And again, lots of ways to do it. Custom photo books from places like Mixbook, Shutterfly are popular. Or finding unique, handmade keepsake boxes. Etsy's full of those.
True, and for people who lean more digital or maybe want both, those advanced online memorial platforms often let you upload unlimited photos and store digital keepsakes safely too. Stands of letters, maybe. Ensures they don't get lost.
Good point.
Mm.
Okay, sticking with the senses, building a memorial playlist.
Yeah.
Music.
Uh-huh.
It just has this power, doesn't it? To say things words can't or just zap you right back to a memory.
Oh, absolutely. The power of music is immense here. A playlist of their favorite songs or music from special times you shared. It's like a soundtrack to their life or your relationship. It can evoke such specific feelings, specific memories. It's like an auditory scrapbook. And platforms like Spotify or YouTube Music make it so easy now. Build it, share it. Anyone can listen and feel that connection.
Yeah, you can play it at that memory gathering we talked about. Or just link to it from the online tribute page.
Definitely. And some of those digital memorial services even let you upload audio files directly so people can listen right there on the page. Or you just save the share link in a keepsake section. Easy access whenever you need that comfort.
Okay, finally. Let's talk about something maybe simpler, but really quite profound. Lighting a candle on special days. A ritual.
It's amazing how these simple rituals can have such lasting power, don't you think? They create this consistent, quiet space. Lighting a candle maybe on their birthday, an anniversary, a holiday, it just carves out that moment, a pause, to reflect, to remember. Some families keep a special candle just for this, a quiet little beacon in the home. Or others make it a point to light a virtual candle, maybe leave a message or a photo on the digital memorial each year. It becomes a shared tradition, even if you're far apart.
Right, and those memory sections on the online platforms are perfect for that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just leaving a quick note, sharing a photo on those significant dates.
Exactly. And some platforms can even notify other family members who are invited to the page. So it becomes this quiet, collective moment of remembrance, even across distances.
Wow, okay. We've definitely covered a lot of ground today, quite a range. From the big digital platforms to planting a tree to just lighting a candle. I think what really comes through is that honoring someone is just, it's so deeply personal. There's no single right way to do it.
Absolutely. If you zoom out, it really underscores that there isn't a formula, is there? No one-size-fits-all for remembering someone. What truly matters, I think, is that whatever you choose, it reflects them, who they were, the unique bond you shared, and, well, the love that's still there. It's about finding what resonates most genuinely with your heart and with their spirit. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Which of these ideas, or maybe even a mix of them, feels right for you? For your situation, your loved one? How might you start weaving some of these touches into your own way of remembering? It's about transforming that grief, maybe, into a continued meaningful connection. a way to honor their lasting presence in your life.